First of all, it's a sick throw by Zach Wilson. I don't want to knock the kid. That throw is sick. It's one of the sickest throws I have seen. I was with Matthew Stafford for 3 years. He would do stuff like this in practice. He'd be like, holy smokes, man, I don't know how you made that throw. So it's a sick throw. I think the reality is this, Greeny. After Friday, the Jets are going to take Zach Wilson, okay? They're going to take him with the number 2 pick. But that being said, it's not going to fix the organization. This throw by Zach Wilson is not going to dig this organization out of the gutter. It will not flip this organization. Guess why? Because they already have a guy on their football team that makes this kind of throw. What the Jets need to figure out with Zach Wilson is he going to handle the stress of being the number 2 pick? Is he going to handle the burden and expectation? Because he's not only the number 2 pick, he's the number 2 pick to an organization that has a guy that's like him and also is going to be passing on what looks like 4 first-round picks to trade out of that slot to select a guy like Zach Wilson. So they better figure out, does Zach Wilson's off-the-field talent match his on-the-field talent? Does he have Lamar Jackson's competitive spirit and Josh Allen's ability for his teammates to absolutely love him? Does he have Baker Mayfield's moxie? Does he have Patrick Mahomes' alpha leadership? Because that throw, it's awesome. But that throw is not going to fix the New York Jets. Sam Darnold couldn't do it, and he did it in a football game.
How about that, Neek? How about the idea that we see a splash play like that and all of a sudden the entire internet says, well, there you go. He's the 2nd pick in the draft. What else do we need to talk about? What do you think of when you hear that?
I hate to be the one raining on the parade, but again, it's fun. Let's take it for what it is. It's exciting. It's fun. It's a lot like when you see a basketball prospect do an incredible dunk. Yeah. You love it. You want to celebrate it. You jump out of your chair, but that's not going to win you a championship. And everything that Dan said is exactly right. A guy like Zach Wilson, the question isn't, can he throw the football deep or accurately or across his body? We already know that. The answer is yes, we knew that because we've seen him do it in games. But the question is, are the other additions that they've made to that organization going to help bolster Zach into being the quarterback that Sam Darnold could never become in that city? And maybe it's all Sam's fault, or maybe it's not all his fault. But it doesn't matter at this point. His time is done. He's going to be out. It's going to be Zach Wilson's turn, and hopefully for you, Greeny, and all Jets fans, they figured out everything around him, not just the quarterback.
Right. Well, I agree with you. I can tell you for certain it's not all his fault, but it is what's going to happen. I agree with that. So, Tannenbaum, let me come to you. You were a person who has sat in this chair. The decision that the team is making, the team at number 2, when you look at what San Francisco gave up to move up from 12 to 3, let's just say conservatively, they're choosing Zach Wilson over Sam Darnold and let's call it 3 number 1 picks. Is that the right decision, Mike Tannenbaum?
I believe it is. And Greeny, much to Dan Orlovsky's chagrin, look at the massive gap that the Jets are evaluating these 2 players. They could have literally had Zach Wilson or Darnold, the 12th pick, a 1 and a 3 next year, and a 1 in 2023. That is a massive difference in the evaluation of those 2 quarterbacks. Put those throws aside, but just player to player, it was either package A or package B. And I happen to agree that Joe Douglas and the Jets made the right decision to say, hey, we're going to go with Zach Wilson. I think he's just at a much higher level than Sam Darnold. I think his ceiling's higher, and he's also been more consistent. So, but that was really the lead that came out of the weekend to me. It wasn't about Miami, Philly, or San Francisco. Joe Douglas and the Jets made their decision. It's Zach Wilson, despite a massive haul they could have had from San Francisco.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dan.
I agree with that. I think that the caveat that I would throw in there, Mike T, is if Sam Darnold was in his 2nd year and they had 3 more years of evaluation and the cheap contract, I do think that would factor into it as well.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.